And look at all the XP at the bottom. I don't have any multipliers, and that is going up like crazy. This is such an easy way to get tons and tons of cash. Alright guys, so what's going on? My name is Carboom and welcome back to another Roblox video, and today guys, we are back in Drifting Simulator, back on an old series that I used to do called Grinding But Easy. So if you don't know what that is, it's a thing where I show you guys the best way that I've found to get the most amount of money, the fastest way possible, and the easiest as well. I did this series like over a year ago on my channel, and it did pretty well, and a ton of people want it on Drifting Simulator, so here we are in Drifting Simulator. I'm going to show you one of the best ways to get up to the millions in this game, in coins anyway. So I'm going to show you the best car to start off with, the best upgrades to put on it, and possibly the best ways to actually grind up the best places in the map. So let's get straight into it. So first off, you're going to want to unlock a car, obviously, with the starter money that you have. I personally would go with the alpha car, and obviously you're most likely going to get a common or uncommon. And I would personally try and get to the Nissan 370 or the Nissan 370Z. That is possibly one of the best starter cars that you can really go with. That's what I used in my Porter Rich series, and it didn't fail me. So you might try it a couple of times to unlock, but you are going to only have a limited amount of time. So obviously, you're just going to have to go with what car you get, but try and get that car. Obviously, you're going to want to go into your codes video, get all your codes possible, which I won't be showing in this video, but I'll put in the little eye thing in the top right, my codes video. It was outdated, so there's some new codes. I'll probably do an updated video on that, and if I do, I'll link it in there as well. But my current codes video will be up there, and it'll show you most of the codes anyway that you can get in the game. So once you have your starter car, even if it isn't the Nissan 370, that is absolutely fine, and I am stuck in the ground. That is absolutely fine, but that is the best car that you can possibly really get as a starter car. It's what I would use anyway. But once you actually have that, I'm just going to spawn my Nissan right here, and once you have it, it's going to be completely stock. It's going to be white, just like this, and you're going to want to head over to your nearest body shop, which is this one for me, in this little alleyway. You're going to want to head into the body shop, and I'm going to show you the best upgrades to get on this car. So you're only going to be starting off with a budget, so I'm going to keep that in mind. So the best thing that you can probably get, in my opinion, is the drift wheels. They are absolutely crazy, and they make it so your car is super drifty. You don't need to worry about brakes, because they're not really going to enhance your grinding experience. They're only going to make you brake faster, which you don't really need. I would go with the drift tires because they are the cheapest, and you are going to be starting off with limited money, so they are your best options. They still do really well. Next, you're going to want to get an engine upgrade, and the only one you are probably going to be able to afford is either level 1 or level 2. Sadly, you can't get insane yet because that is probably way out of your budget if you're starting off, but if you are not starting off, if you have a ton of money already, just go with everything that is red. So the insane, once again, exhausts, they don't actually add anything, they're just for sound, so you don't need them. You can get them if you want, obviously, but you don't need them. So if you're starting off with a budget, just go with level 1 or level 2. If you have tons of money, just go for the red, why not? But only go for, if you are wanting just to save as much money as possible, go for the engine and go for the tires. Don't really go for anything else. Maybe go for suspension if you want. Camber is the one thing that we're going to move on to, and camber is super overpowered. And if you tilt it in the minus, I believe it is, if you tilt them both in the minus so they look like that, it really makes your car drift a ton more. And camber is free, so you can max it out completely to minus 20. You might have a little bit of trouble getting it to minus 20. It might not go all the way, but it's pretty much there anyway. So now you can exit out of the auto shop, and now you have your pretty much spec'd up car. You can obviously colour it in any way you can. It doesn't really matter which colour it has to improve the performance, but now you have your pretty much spec'd out car in the best possible way that you can probably get it. And right now, I forgot to show that beforehand, but this car is, I can tell you already, this is so much more drifty than it was stock. And that is something that you are really going to want to get. If it drifts like this, you are going to have no problem actually getting tons and tons of money. And I think you can probably tell why this car I chose you to try and get, because it is incredibly drifty. And look at all the XP at the bottom. I don't have any multipliers, and that is going up like crazy. This is such an easy way to get tons and tons of cash. So one of the best places that you're going to want to grind is this drift park right here. In between the drift park and the racetrack right here, it's a nice open place. It's fairly slippery. That's why there's tons of people here. Although this area might be one of the places that gets patched in a future update, mainly because I'm a map developer and it just seems way too overpowered. But while it's here, while it's still OP like this, it's a good place to grind, and I probably shouldn't be advertising, so we're going to move on from that. But that will probably be patched in the future, so it probably won't be like that forever. But while it is, you might as well abuse it. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but there you go. Another area is here. It's nice and open. There's nothing actually blocking. You can just sort of drift around in circles. Keep on going like this. Obviously, you can't go full AFK just by holding down W and A, because you will slip out like that and move over. So you're going to have some sort of control. But like this area, there's nothing here pretty much. And it's just a nice open area that you can just drift in continuously pretty much. So on this map, there isn't too much open places. So we've seen two over there. There's a small one here with the grass, which grass is pretty slippery. Although maybe the concrete is a little bit more slippery than the grass. So I would stay away from the grass. I did feel a little bit like it wasn't too good there. So concrete is probably the best places that you're going to want to grind. Mostly all car parks are a good area to grind up in. They're open, they're made out of concrete. They are probably slippery, so you can get some good drifts going. And even just driving around the city, I'm keeping my XP up higher and higher as I go around. Obviously, you're going to have to put a little bit of extra turns, a little bit of handbrake in there to keep that XP going, because you do not want to lose the XP. There's some multipliers. It's easier once it's a higher number. You are not going to want to lose it. You are going to want to get it to its maximum, which is 5,000. And then after that, you can stop. But try and keep the XP up as long as possible. That really, really helps out. Obviously, I have to bring in the marketplace, the Robux shop. And because there's a ton of stuff here to help you grind. There's 2 times coins, there's 2 times luck, 2 times XP, and VIP. So if you have Robux that you are willing to spend but don't want to keep purchasing and purchasing the in-game cash, which is still an option, it's still there, and it's fairly cheap. There's some good stuff you can get, and even multipliers that will move on to them after the game passes. So with the game passes, you have 2 times XP, which just doubles your XP when drifting, 2 times luck, which again just doubles your luck when you're opening in the crates, which doubles your chance of getting an exotic or rare, which is really, really good because you're going to want to get them faster cars ASAP, just because they are faster and a little bit more slipperier. And 2 times coins, that is probably the one that most people want to get. That just makes your coins go up twice as fast, which is an awesome purchase, and for what it does, they're all fairly cheap. And moving on to VIP, which includes a couple of things not as OP as the 2 times, but it offers a 1.4 times XP and coins boost, so you can get that in a fairly cheap price. That's pretty good. Moving on to the coins and multipliers, obviously the coins are just a one-time purchase for in-game cash. If you don't want to grind up, you can purchase that, but there's still a lot of Robux to be involved here. You're going to have a lot of Robux to actually afford the higher coins. Grinding is just the cheapest way to do it. It may take a bit more time, but it's the cheapest way to get coins. There's also multipliers which offer you a crazy amount of coins and luck. So with the 5 times, that's 5 times, guys. 5 times coins, which is absolutely crazy. It is for a set amount of time. And for 100 Robux for 5 minutes, 5 times coins, that is an absolute steal. Imagine getting 5 times coins for only 5 minutes. That is absolutely incredible. And you can get it up to 12 hours. Now you would get a lot of coins for that. And again, 3 times luck, which is a little bit less than the 5 times, but 3 times is still a load of luck that you can get when opening crates. So that that is something really cool to look into. It can get expensive, so I wouldn't really recommend using this all the time. Maybe just a one-off every now and again, but not all the time. Another way to get coins would be to do missions as well. They may not work all the time, but that is in the works to fix. But it is an awesome way to get money fast as you are grinding. Here it says gain 25,000 XP. So you can do that while you're grinding and you'll get a reward out of it. Again, with sell 10 cars. If you don't want 10 cars that you've unlocked, if you don't need them, sell them. And you'll get a reward out of it. So it's really worth it to check these missions. It resets every single day. So it's definitely an awesome thing to check out. Again, with the little achievements down here, you can get every single rim and get some amazing cash prize and XP. There is a lot of things to do. Like, every rim is quite a bit of money to spend, but you get a lot of money in return and XP. So it's really cool. Again, locate Mr. Mountain. That is a completely free thing to do, and there's a video of mine explaining where every single Mr. and badge is located. Again, that'll be in the top right eye section right there, and that is an easy 15,000 coins and 1,000 XP for you right there. So it's really awesome. I think these reset every day. Actually, I don't know, there's a lot of them here that you can go through, so it's a pretty much endless ride for getting a ton of coins right there. That is probably one of the best ways to actually get coins. And again, selling cars, you sell a car that gains you money and you get 1,000 coins and 250 XP. That's just free money right there. But guys, I'm gonna end off this video. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. If you're already, make sure you subscribed, because I do a bunch of driving games on Roblox, including Drifting Simulator and Ultimate Driving. So if you like them games, make sure you subscribe, and there'll be a ton more on the way. So guys, I hope this video helped out a bunch. Let me know if it did, and let me know if I've missed anything that you use to grind up in Drifting Simulator. And if I make a version 2 of this in the future, I'll probably include it. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!